Hi guys, welcome to this episode of Nerdcorner. I'm your host, Austin Whitaker, and I'm joined by my co-host, Brother Evan.
Of the holy
Of the
order
Evan
of the
clan.
Table. The ancient
Table.
order of the Table.
The Table. Alright, so...
Co-host Heidi is not here. Maybe she'll show up later.
Maybe, but until then we have a dog.
Until then, we have a dog.
Look at the doggy.
Replace one bitch with another, am I right?
He's a boy.
Oh yeah, he's a boy. Never mind, that joke was bad.
Okay, so... Do we got any news, or should we just dive into the meat of it today?
I didn't really have time to look up for the news for this week.
I feel like I had some news for this week. I feel like there was something that happened.
Like, still watching Flash and Arrow and Korra and Gotham and
Rebels
and Gravity Falls.
Because Star Wars.
And they're all still good. Episode 3 of Rebels was clearly a filler episode, and Episode 4 was quite good. They introduced the villain, the Inquisitor. He's quite cool, played by...
James Earl Jones?
No, played by Lucius Malfoy.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. You said something.
And he's very good at being a villain.
Good deal. Well, he was really good in Harry Potter as a villain, so
yeah.
It would make sense that he would.
Lucius is the dad, right? Yeah, because Draco is
Yeah.
the kid, stupid Aryan boy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're kind of their whole family's that way.
The joke was that they're Nazis. I mean, like.
Well, yeah.
Okay, that what was it? Was like the last couple of movies of Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just
heavy
so Nazi.
Yeah.
That I thought it was ridiculous. Like
Voldemort,
the new guys going around like were all wearing long leather trench coats and like with red armbands, and I'm like, really?
Were they marking Muggles? I feel like they were marking Muggles.
I don't know, but they were just like in the book they were like, hey, these guys are kind of like Nazis, but in the movie they're like, these guys are Nazis. Yeah, we're not hiding it.
We're just the Nazis.
Which is kind of sad because like it's the easy way out to be like, oh, these are villains. How do we make sure people know that they're villains? Oh, we'll put them in long Nazis. Black trench coats with a red armband on and be like, oh yeah, this is these guys. They're trying to exterminate a lesser race.
Well, that's how
Does that remind you of anything?
Did it.
Wink, wink.
Star Wars?
I suppose so. Stormtroopers, and they all wore like German helmets.
Darth Vader.
Das Vader.
Let's give him a German name even, just to make it even more...
The Dark Father.
More blatant.
Even though that's not Dark Father in German, if I'm correct.
Is it not?
No, but that's just what it meant to George Lucas. I don't know.
Well, maybe that's what he thought.
Maybe it's close. Yeah. He was kind of dumb, so...
He paid so much attention in his German class that...
Yeah. If Heidi was here, she could tell us what words are in German.
Well, it's because she speaks German.
Kind of, yeah.
Ish. Yeah.
Apparently, German is a cool language because words are commonly like blank thing. And so like a hairbrush is like a hair thing, and a shoe is like a foot thing. And like they're just this thing.
That's stupid.
And so it's really easy to learn it because you're like, oh,
yes,
everything is like, oh, that thing. And it makes sense rather than English where we just go like, oh, this is a totally random made up word.
Yeah.
From some random other language that we stole it from. Yep. So, Austin's like looking something up.
I'm trying to see if there was anything else I had heard about recently.
Besides Avengers things?
I know, but that's like the meat of today's
Avengers
episode.
News. Dun dun dun!
If anybody didn't
already see it.
I
love how like
I feel like
Marvel announced, hey,
like 2 days ago.
Yeah, they said, hey, the trailer is going to be revealed during this week's episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
and then like 5 minutes later, it was like the trailer leaked.
Well,
And
yeah,
I was like,
it leaked,
wow,
and
good job.
And then they released a couple of assist and
Cease and desist.
cease and assist letters. They sent out a couple of those. They tried to get it down, and then I guess they just went fuck it, and they put it up anyway. So
That's the correct thing to do. And in fact, you should just be like, if it gets out, if it leaks, just release it.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, yep, it got out. Oh well.
no, yeah, it's true.
You can't stop it. If it's on the internet, it is out.
That it is.
Austin, your current background is of classic Iron Man.
It is a classic Iron
And
Man.
every time I see classic Iron Man, I remember how dumb he looks.
It just looks like
Iron Man looked
Man.
like crap before the movies gave him an awesome costume.
Well, nobody even really liked
Because
Iron
like
Man
he has,
before.
no one did like Iron Man before the
I
movies.
liked Iron Man before.
He's got like the classic superhero underwear,
Yeah.
but then instead of wearing an iron suit, it's clearly skin tight.
And an iron vest.
Like not even. It's all like skin tight, and then like it's got like bolts on it
And a
to be
window.
like, oh, it's made of iron.
He's got a boob window.
And then like his mask is a mask, but over his arms and legs you can just see like the ripples of his muscles, which clearly you couldn't see through an iron suit
it's
of
true.
any kind.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if you look at the
It looks
other,
ridiculous.
the, other,
the Mark 1
yeah,
pictures on the side.
on the side, like that
looks like
that's
an iron
clearly
suit.
an iron suit.
But yeah,
What he's wearing, yeah, it just makes him look strong with like some
he's
metal.
so dumb looking.
He just wears a lot of like reflective sequins.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Sorry if that killed the audio.
I don't think it would. Not on this anyway. But yeah, that trailer, man, we learned
So yeah, the
much in
trailer's
that.
out, and it looks
So much in
it looks
that.
pretty cool. We learn. So the first thing is like it starts off being narrated by Ultron, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, as soon as he starts talking, I sit for about 2 seconds, and I go, yeah, that's a good voice for Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, they show his face, and I went, no, that's a dumb face for Ultron.
Really?
Yeah, his little eyes, his little beady eyes.
Oh, you don't like it?
They bug me because in
Interesting.
the magazine cover that they released,
Yeah.
like he looks like Ultron and he looks awesome. And then the version that they show in the trailer is clearly like an upgraded version, or maybe even a lower version.
Well, what I think is,
but Ultron has 1,000 versions of
he's got
himself.
So many versions of
He's
himself.
constantly upgrading. But the one that they show clearest in the trailer, I'm like, no, that looks really dumb.
I think,
But when he first shows up as an AI,
yeah.
It looks like an Iron Man suit, which Iron Man
Oh,
in
yeah.
Iron Man 3,
I went back and-
spoilers, Iron Man 3, if you haven't seen it yet and you're excited about Marvel movies, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like
Get out of my house.
he put basically artificial intelligence in the Iron Man suits
Yeah.
that he kind of controlled,
Mhm.
and one of them woke up, and then it shows a bunch of them flying out of a bunch of Ultrons flying out of the ocean,
Yep.
which
is
like
where a bunch of them.
he threw a bunch of suits into the ocean as well,
Yeah.
I believe. So like, yeah,
It's very
maybe his
possible.
Iron Man suits are waking up after being awoken by the Ultron AI,
is very possible. I mean,
and that version looks awesome because it's just a
it's like a
destroyed Iron
zombie
Man suit,
robot
yeah,
thing,
and it looks
yeah.
super cool.
But I went back and I paused on that part of the video to look at his at that Ultron to see, and he's just made up of like bits of Iron Man suits.
Yeah,
Like, that's what he's made of.
He is a destroyed Iron Man suit,
Yeah.
at first at least, which is cool.
Yeah, and
But
and
then
so, you
he
know,
gives himself beady little eyes, and I'm like, why'd you do
Yeah,
that?
I don't know.
Come
I don't
on.
know what we're gonna
Come
do.
on, Ultron.
That magazine picture might just be of one of his Ultron bots.
Yeah, which
'Cause
which
they looked awesome.
which if you notice in the background of the that cover,
Mhm.
there's a bunch more of them. So
Yeah.
maybe it's just one of the generic Ultrons,
Mhm.
whereas he's like the lead Ultron.
yeah,
But one of the Ultrons is saying Doma Arigato, which I heard was actually, there's a theory based on that, that Ultron is currently basically possessed by the mind of the Vision. because that song has something in it where it references like being inside the mind of a robot or something like that, and I don't know. So someone came up with some theory where they're like, oh, maybe the Vision starts out as an Ultron.
Yeah.
Of his own.
And
I saw I don't know whether it was real concept art or what of the Vision, but it looks awesome.
Oh.
And it's very classic comic-y, which is weird because like that's an awful costume.
Yeah.
The Vision looks terrible in the comics, but he looks a lot more robot-y, which is really what he needed instead of just being a strange red-faced guy with a yellow weird hood and a gem on his forehead.
Yeah. No,
he looks really like a cool robot.
Yeah, well, I mean, my theory with the Vision is that either Ultron is going to try and steal Jarvis from Tony as like a way to get at Tony. Or
seeing as how already released spoilers for the movie, I guess
from the trailer.
Spoilers: the Vision is Jarvis,
and from the trailers, it's obvious now that Tony definitely creates Ultron. He even says in the trailer, he's like, "It's my fault."
Really, like, don't listen to the show if you don't like spoilers. We pretty much spoil everything.
We're gonna spoil the whole movie for you. Like from the trailer, you can tell there's gonna be like
it's not like we've seen the movie.
No,
but these are rumors and the trailer. So
there's lots of video or lots of. There's comic books, there's comic books.
If you're really avoiding spoilers, just don't listen to this.
Just don't listen.
But from now if you're okay with knowing what the trailers show, then because it's all already out there.
It is.
I feel like first off, when we go, I think we should start doing a thing of like we kind of did with Tusk, but that was just happened to be an episode, but. After we should go see these movies on opening night or something, like the big movies we're looking forward to, and then maybe go do a quick maybe even a mini podcast of just a review. Do an episode of reviews.
We should definitely start.
So I think that should be cool. So next one coming up is probably
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit, I believe.
Yeah. I think it's The Hobbit. Unless there's not a Marvel movie coming out.
No, there's not. Yeah. But 2016.
So many movies.
Holy crap!
So many movies.
I just found a comprehensive list in order of every superhero movie coming out over the next 6 years or so. And I think it was 2016, has 3 Marvel movies in it. Wow. It's got Guardians of the Galaxy, it's got Captain America, and it's got one that we don't know yet.
My vote is on Black Panther now.
And I think it's
or
and then I think the year after is Doctor Strange, but
I was going to say Doctor Strange because there's also
but it might Doctor Strange might be that year as well.
There's some possible hints to Doctor Strange, but I'm not really on board with that.
Doctor Strange was named in Captain America. Yeah, and then they've already announced a release date for it. Yeah, I just can't remember when it was.
No, I can't.
Might be November 2016.
I don't know.
But so that's cool.
Yeah.
And then also you're getting Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad that year.
I'm excited for Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I'm cautiously excited.
Of the other ones, really.
Oh god, I'm so excited for all of them.
Not really.
Except all of them. I'm excited for all of them because DC, man. I hope they're not terrible.
They're gonna be awful.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be awful.
With the constant thought that they're probably gonna be bad.
Yeah. But oh well, we need some bad superhero movies. We haven't had them in a while.
And then that same year, 2016, we're also getting X-Men Apocalypse,
which is that I'm looking forward to.
And possibly the Deadpool movie.
Possibly the Deadpool movie.
So we're getting all of those movies in one year.
Which means nobody's gonna go see the Deadpool movie.
And possibly a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Because the first one's coming out next year, 2015.
Next summer, right?
No, next spring. It's coming out May.
It's almost.
No.
What?
No, it's got to be 2016. When's Star Wars coming out, Austin?
I'm checking.
It's 2016. It's 2016.
Is it 2016?
It's May 2016.
Okay.
Well, that adds another thing to that year. Is it
I
2016?
don't know.
Because it's still 400 and something days away, so it's gotta be 2016. But like, yeah, that's so crazy. So we're getting 2 movies
We're getting shit tons of
from
stuff.
the X-Men people.
It says
Deadpool and X-Men.
It says December 18th, 2015.
Oh my god.
So next Christmas.
Oh my god.
Which
Well, not this one, but next one.
Next Christmas, yeah. Not this Christmas.
Oh
but
my
next
god.
Because this Christmas is
You don't-
Hobbit.
you don't-
Battle of Three Armies.
You don't even know, man.
I know.
You know.
I was just wearing my Jedi outfit yesterday for no reason.
You're like sitting at home doing art, and you're like, I'm gonna be a Jedi.
Be a
right
Jedi
now.
right now. And I did.
I need to be
It
a Jedi.
happened.
Oh, for the Hobbit, I want to borrow my vest back.
Vest.
I gave you a vest because you were like, I need a vest, and I was like, here, I never wear this, and I think it would fit you a while
Yes.
ago.
Yes.
And it's a
Have
key
that
part to
somewhere.
my Hobbit costume, which I'm not planning on ever wearing again after this movie, or before it.
Yep.
But for that midnight premiere,
It's not a very hobbity vest.
it's a relatively hobbity vest. It goes well with the costume.
Okay.
Oh,
I
and
think
that's
I've ever seen you in it.
Yeah, I've only worn it once.
Not the vest, the hobbity costume.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The Hobbit costume was for the first one, and it turned out really well. Actually, it looks good.
Good.
But I just always joke that I am the world's tallest Hobbit at 6'3". But
Yeah.
I wore sandals so that I could take them off and have my giant hairy feet sticking out.
Sticking out.
And the pants, like, since I wear boots over them, it's okay. But they're kind of like capris, basically, like Ren Fair capris. And so I have like these hairy legs and hairy feet sticking out, and it looks like a hobbit. And I was
Nice.
like, this is good.
You know, I watched watching The Hobbit Part 2 last night.
I was watching Fellowship of the Ring Part 1.
There you go. And I was just like, why do the dwarves wear boots but hobbits don't?
It's
Wear
because the
shoes.
dwarves have normal feet, whereas hobbits have giant leathery
I
feet.
just don't understand that.
Also, because the dwarves are walking in caves with sharp rocks, whereas the
Yeah.
hobbits are walking on dirt roads and soft grass.
But not Bilbo. He's out in the woods now, out in the world.
Yeah, he probably should have worn
He
shoes.
probably should have
but-
worn shoes. Like, why didn't the dwarves be like, here's some boots. Put these
Because
boots
he
on.
wouldn't have worn them.
I guess. Shoes.
Okay, so
But yeah, back to
the first part of the Fellowship of the Ring
Oh, yeah?
always just makes me so happy.
Well, yeah.
Just the whole scene in The Hobbit, or where
in
as soon as he
Hobbiton in the
as
Shire.
the whole scene of concerning hobbits, just and when I started listening to that in the book concerning hobbits, and then he goes on and talks about them, just it's
the
my
best.
favorite thing.
It's the best.
I just sit there and smile and feel almost sad that I can't go live in the Shire.
It's not a real place.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Although New Zealand is a real place, so
We'll go there sometime.
yeah, I want to go to New Zealand.
But yeah, back to the
Back to
Avengers
Marvel.
trailer. You know, I mean, like, oh, there was so much that we saw in that. We get to finally see Scarlet Witch and
Oh yeah, and
Quicksilver
if you
in
notice,
action.
they're like with Ultron because they are apparently going to be villains for like
They're
at
gonna-
least half the
for at
movie or
least half
something
the
like
movie,
that.
Yeah,
They're probably gonna Hawkeye.
that's what
where
I'm
it's
wondering.
like, where it's like they're gonna be bad guys for part of it, and
Mhm.
then they're gonna switch over sides.
Which
We don't really see Scarlet Witch in action. We see her
No.
like scream, and it looks
Well,
like something's happening.
we see her scream, and then we see her like shoot a bolt, but we don't get to see what it hits. Really.
Oh, okay.
I
I don't remember that very much.
It's
but
only for
okay.
like that long. Like she comes out of a doorway and she just like
and then you
shoots
see
a couple of
Quicksilver
red bolts.
running, and you
Yeah.
you see that scene, and you go, "Wow, I want to watch X-Men again."
Yeah, I
'Cause-
know.
'cause
I do too.
X-Men, Days of Future Past,
And it's out
Quicksilver.
now. I really
So
want to
good.
I want to watch
So
it.
good.
So good. But
And this Quicksilver is clearly going to be much more like serious.
yeah. Well,
And
people are
action-y.
saying that he compares better to the comic.
Yeah,
He's
which
a
I'd
little more
assume
true
he
to the
would,
comic.
but it doesn't change the fact of how great that scene was in X-Men
Yeah.
Days of Future Past.
No, yeah. And we got to see that. We got to see the Hulk and what
The Hulkbuster armor.
Everyone is talking about is the Hulkbuster.
And I'm like,
Everyone's
that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's my reaction. I was like, that's kind of cool. I was waiting for that.
I'm excited to see that. Since you got a glimpse of it in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, I'm more excited to see Batman's version.
Oh, yeah. The Superman Buster armor.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Screw Hulkbuster armor. But, and we didn't really see any Hydra in the trailer, but it's there. Hydra, in my opinion, is the first half of the movie is going to be the villain.
Why do you think Hydra exists in this movie?
Because there's, at the end of, was it Captain America 2, or which one was it?
Cap 2, they destroyed Hydra.
No, they destroyed what was most of Hydra, but there's still that Nazi Hydra guy who has the Miracle Children.
The really, really, really Nazi guy.
Yeah, and
with
he has
like I said, the black leather trench coat.
Yep.
And he had a monocle and a shaved head, and he was like, "Oh, we are Nazis, guys.
Yeah.
We like to see the children suffer."
And the actor has a contract for like 15 movies with them.
Marvel.
Yeah.
They're basically just doing that now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's because of Robert Downey Jr.
Probably.
Where they signed him up for like 3 movies, and then they're like, okay, we really need him. So now they're like, we'll probably do 2 movies with this guy, but who knows? Let's sign him up for like 15 because we really don't want to have to deal with this again.
Yeah. So my belief with this, also that guy has 2 Infinity Stones, if I'm correct. He has 2 of the Infinity Stones. So that means he's going to either roll over into Infinity Gauntlet again, or he's going to lose the Infinity Stones in this movie. But we know that the Miracle Children come into this. Yes. We know that...
Not mutants.
And there has to be a reason why Ultron gets created, and I think it's going to be to help fight this guy.
Well, yeah, I think Tony is going to be like, I think superheroes are kind of dumb and need to... We're not good enough.
Yeah.
And so he's going to make Ultron as, like, I'm going to have Robo-Police.
Yeah, I think what it is he's privatizing freedom.
World peace.
Yeah, he's privatizing world peace again.
And then they go crazy.
And he's going to really regret it, and everybody's going to turn on them, and it's going to be Empire of the Marvel movies.
Yep.
Because it's got... And the whole trailer, I got a very dark vibe. Like, nobody seems to trust anybody. Everybody seems upset. The Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, he's in the fetal position. He's running through the woods, falling down in the snow. He's fighting Iron Man in the city. Like,
I really want to see more of the Hulk from the Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon. Because my favorite thing about him was basically the Hulk and Bruce Banner made a pact with each other. Mm-hmm. That the Hulk now gets to be the main thing. And Bruce Banner gets to come out once a year. And so he's Hulk all the time. But because he's Hulk all the time, you realize that the Hulk isn't just like some stupid monster thing.
Yeah.
He's got, like, in the show, Tony's looking at this, like, blueprint and can't figure out this one thing, and he's, like, trying to figure out an equation or something, and just staring at it, and he talked to, like, Mr. Fantastic about it, and they can't figure it out. And then the Hulk, like, comes up, looks at it, and tells him the answer. Because he's still, like, Bruce Banner partially. Yeah. And so the Hulk is still smart and fully intelligent. He's just angry.
Yeah. Well, he's still Bruce Banner. It's not like he's...
I mean, they are 2 different people, but, like... But they can still tap into each other, I guess.
Yeah, I think there is something to that.
And so that's kind of... I really liked seeing the character of the Hulk rather than, like, the force of nature, the Hulk.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I personally believe that this movie is going to utilize the Hulk a lot more. I think that the Hulk is going to get...
Because he was such a... Like, he was the star of Avengers.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be the star of Avengers 2 again.
which is good since he doesn't get his own movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be Iron Man and Hulk this move for Avengers 2. That's what it's gonna be, which was what Avengers 1 was.
Okay. Biggest rumor, in my opinion, that you told me
that I noticed
is at the end of the trailer. You see Captain America's shield snapped in half, and the storyline of Captain America's broken shield runs in the animated Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yeah.
And what they do when Cap's shield breaks is they go to the one place in the world where you can get vibranium, which is Wakanda, the home of the Black Panther. No, Austin. And
I wanted to get tribal with it.
Wakanda's weird. I still can't, like...
Well, I think they're
know.
going to do like a Shangri-La kind of a thing.
It's weird.
We'll see.
Because they're like, oh, we're one city in Africa, or we're one country in Africa, and we're super advanced, more advanced than anywhere else in the world. It's like a future city.
Yeah.
In Africa.
Well, it's supposed to be
with
like
people
hidden and stuff.
Who use spears, but they're like vibranium laser spears. And like, so it's like Africa that is mixed with like this weird super high-tech future one, and then they don't share their technology with the outside world because they're like, oh, the rest of the world's not ready for it. And it's like, it doesn't make enough sense to me. I don't know.
I have faith that
Black Panther is cool though.
I have faith that they can properly do it.
I realize with the addition of Black Panther, that's making a lot of characters that are big in these films that have no superpowers.
Yeah.
Because Tony,
yeah,
it's just a dude in a suit.
Dude in a suit.
Hawkeye. Black Widow, and now Black Panther is a dude in a suit.
Yeah.
And like, that's a lot of dudes in suits.
Yeah. Just dudes in suits.
It's a lot of Batman.
And think about all the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that we have. Like, we just have a ton of those now.
Yeah. Yep.
And
like, Cap kind of has superpowers.
And also to reinforce the Black Panther is Andy Serkis shows up in the trailer for a split second. And he looks just like Ulysses Claw.
So you're saying Andy Serkis shows up in the trailer?
Yeah, he's in the trailer.
Is it his face?
It's his face.
He's not in a mocap suit.
Nope.
He's not
it's the only movie
he's not like jumping around being like, we like the Captain America shield. Yes, we do, precious.
He didn't take over for Red Skull's face. He didn't.
We are Nazis. Yes.
No, yeah, he's in the trailer. It's awesome.
Not very nice, precious. No, not very nice at all. Stupid fat Hulk. I'd pay to see that movie.
Gollum and Hulk at it?
Gollum joins the Avengers. Or I suppose Gollum fights the Avengers. Would be just as good. Gollum, the villain of the Avengers. He's like the opposite of Loki in every way.
Yeah.
He's kind of stupid.
Wow,
he's really ugly.
Andy Serkis is like everything.
He's in everything now, and
he was in Planet of the Apes. I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, he's the main monkey.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
He's Caesar. Chimpanzee captain. Chimpanzees captain, not monkeys. Yep.
But yeah, he's in it for like a split second. Everybody's saying he's Ulysses Claw, who's arguably Black Panther's like
main villain
or second main villain,
rival. I don't know. Nemesis. That's the word that we're looking for. That is used only in comic books and such.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's a lot in this trailer that we see. I mean, we're watching the trailer right now. Just
he's shot. Oh, you get the like Ultron coming out of
making
lava.
himself. We get Cap walking. Cool. We get more Hawkeye.
Yeah, so you get a shot of each of the heroes. And then you see them all sad.
Yeah, they're all sad. And
Ruffalo. No, he's not in the fetal position. He's chained up.
Oh, is he chained up?
Look, his arms are pulled behind him.
Oh, I thought they were in front of him.
Yeah, no. Oh, they're in front of him there, but there it looks like they're pulled behind him. I don't know.
It looks like it's in his shirt to me, but he
you
looks
see,
really upset. Like, look at his face.
He's clearly not all right.
No.
The Hulk is kind of fucked up. Oh, look at Austin slow-moing on here that you can't see because this is an audio podcast.
I know.
Oh, no, you're right. His hand is now inside his shirt for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like he's just really having some kind of a breakdown. But nobody's looking at each other.
So now
in this.
you know the Hulk is gonna like cry in this movie.
Yeah.
He's like,
well, everybody in here, no one's looking at each other.
Yeah, everyone's ashamed of themselves because they pooped on the carpet.
Yeah. It's awful.
Did you poop on the carpet?
But then, yeah, we get the creepy...
Yeah, he's like Zambi Iron Man.
Yeah, and he's all Pinocchio.
And then he grabs another Iron Man suit and like breaks it, and like he's might be harvesting from the Iron Man suits.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get a weird castle
where they show them all. They're walking
it looks,
through
it looks like a jail to me.
Maybe
it's the jail where maybe it's where the miracle children are being held.
It's possible
because they were in the basement of like
they were on a submarine.
Were they? They were in a submarine?
They were in a super submarine.
I don't remember that.
Well, you don't remember? It was forever ago.
I need to watch that.
It was an after trailers thing, after credits thing.
I need to watch that movie again.
But
Winter Soldier is so good.
A lot of people were even saying maybe this is where they meet Doctor Strange, but I don't think so.
No, Doctor Strange isn't gonna show up.
But
this isn't DC where they're gonna introduce
all
the characters in Justice League. All of them. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be
Aquaman and like everyone has been confirmed to just be like showing up in Justice League, and yeah.
But yeah, we get the.
Okay, Quicksilver is wearing way too much eye makeup.
Is he?
Yeah. He's like everyone. He looks like a high school goth kid.
You know what I will say though? That's weird about this trailer.
What?
We don't see any of Winter Soldier. Not a little bit. Nothing. No sign of Winter Soldier. There he is, right there. Boom. Andy Serkis, show me your face again.
Okay, so Heidi just messaged me that she's not going to be able to show up, but she wanted everyone to know that she is freaking out for the release of Beyond Earth tomorrow. I don't even know what that is. That's Andy Serkis. Holy crap. I didn't recognize him the first time I saw him. I was like, who the hell is that ugly guy?
It's Andy Serkis.
And then I realized, now I see that.
That ugly guy is Andy Serkis.
I'm like, oh, it's Gollum.
Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, fun fact about...
Gollum is awesome. Okay, go back. And it shows Ultron crawling out of the ocean.
Oh, yeah?
And that's how Ultron should look. But I think, those are the Ultron bots.
Yeah, I do too.
Because, he's got the little... See, with the big eyes, they look so much cooler than his little bee
And if you
things.
look at the side of their head, it's the same as the Iron Man suit. The sides of their heads are the same as the Iron Man suit. So it's obviously got a lot of the Iron Man construction into it. But yeah.
Well,
there's obviously a large part... This is the United States.
No, it's not. It's South Africa.
You think that's South Africa?
I think so.
There is a large portion where it does look like it could be a
That was the first place this movie shot, was in South Africa, I think. It was somewhere in Africa. I thought it was South Africa.
Fun fact, this motorcycle here is the first electric motorcycle Harley Davidson has ever made.
Other fun fact, this scene that they're showing with Black Widow on the motorcycle is the first behind the scenes photo that was leaked, and it was of her stunt double riding the motorcycle. Mm-hmm. Oh, you see the Hulk's hand like slowly going out to her?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna hurt you?
Yeah. No, yeah, I noticed that. I'm thinking there's gonna be a relationship there.
Because she was so terrified of him before.
Yeah.
That like if the Hulk finally like reined in and took control of himself.
Yeah.
Oh, other confirmation. The Thor's nipples are in the movie.
Yep.
Very important characters.
Okay. I think that's a nice shot right there. That might be Hydra.
The ballerina thing?
That looks like Hydra to me.
I suppose so.
Look at
Why are there ballerinas in the movie?
I don't know. I'm assuming it has something to do with Black Widow's past.
I don't. Maybe. I don't understand why they show ballerinas in this trailer.
Maybe it has something to do with.
I hope that that scene.
Witch.
I hope that scene's not even in
I know, it's kind of random.
Just because, like, it would be so ridiculous.
It's just random in this trailer. Like, all these superhero things. Ballerinas.
For, like, a quarter second, and then guns. And it's like, what? Okay.
Well, there's, like, this blue laser here, which makes me think...
Yeah, clearly looks like Tesseract technology.
That's what I'm thinking. This is the scene, which means that the snow scene's probably the one where they're fighting Hydra. And that's probably where they'll meet the Miracle Children for the first time. But
Hawkeye's got a bitchin' new costume.
He's got a bitchin' new costume.
We've seen it several times from, like, leaked set photos, if you've kept up on that. But I think it looks awesome. It's very archery. Archery.
Now, the funny thing...
Archer-esque.
The funny thing about this part where they show Captain America's shield is that's not Captain America laying next to it. That's Thor.
Yeah, I think it's showing all of that. All
I think they're all been knocked down, but it's but there's half of his shield. And then we get Ultron.
With his beady little eyes and his lack of a nose or eyebrows, and it just makes him look super weird.
He's a robot. He's not human.
I know, but he's got beady little eyes.
See, everybody else I've heard talk about it say, oh, he looks good.
He looks...
nice human-y face.
His face looks too human. That's the problem. Ultron doesn't look like a people. Ultron looks like a robot, but that looks like a weird-looking people.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to look like a weird looking
Maybe these things on the side of his head, maybe they fold over like sunglasses and make cool faces.
This isn't Deus Ex.
I didn't ask for this.
I never asked for this.
I just wanted to kill all the humans. I didn't ask for this. Tony Stark made me to do this.
Oh, Tony, why'd you do that?
I don't know, but now he's going to regret that.
I can't remember. Never mind.
Yeah,
there's another rumored villain for
May 2015
for Captain America 3 that's not Tony Stark. I thought that was kind of weird. But
I imagine
maybe
my
the
guess
Civil
is
War setup will be a subplot.
Yeah, I'm guessing that there's going to be 2 main villains for
Spoilers from the comics. Civil War causes Captain America's death and for Bucky to take over.
Yeah.
God, I hope that happens.
I do too.
I want Captain America. I want Steve Rogers to die so badly.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I think
he's
the
one of my
actor
favorite.
Does too. I think
he's one of my favorite characters.
Done.
The actor wants to start directing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of he said that he's always up to play Captain America. He loves being Captain America, but his contract is practically up.
Yeah.
And he kind of wants to take a break from acting altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And so that everyone's like, okay, and the timing is perfect.
Yeah.
For him to die and for Bucky to take over as Cap. And don't worry, everyone, Bucky cuts his hair so he stops looking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he becomes super awesome. He's Captain America, but he carries a gun all the time and shoots people. And everyone's like, how can you be Captain America if you shoot people? And he's like, Cap carried a gun for all of World War II. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He just didn't want to kill Americans.
Can't kill Americans. But yeah, so Avengers 2.
Looks
pretty cool.
And yeah, I forget. Did we already say how Robert Downey Jr. He upped his contract again. He's now in Cap 3. He's gonna be.
What about Avengers 3? Has that been confirmed yet?
I don't think that one's been confirmed yet, but I do believe
because the rumors are that by Avengers 3, which Phase 3 is going to be really long.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of movies in there. The rumor is that by Phase 3, they might have actually phased out pretty much the entire team.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I'm
thinking
Steve
Rogers can die, Tony Stark can leave.
Hulk's gonna get blasted.
Something's gonna happen. I don't know, but apparently in this movie or in the other movies, they're gonna be pushing Bucky, Falcon, War Machine, all the sidekicks.
Maybe the Miracle Children.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange. We're gonna get a
Doctor
much
Strange,
grittier.
Ant-Man. Guardians of the Galaxy might even join for Avengers 3.
It's going to be very interesting to see how it goes.
At very least, Star-Lord. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people are even saying that Robert Downey Jr. might show up in one of the upcoming Guardians movies. Because they might go the route of the current comics.
He should, go chill in space.
Yeah.
them. He should be like, you know what? I fucked up on Earth.
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave and go to space.
Yeah. Well, every storyline. I mean, he's kind of the head of the whole franchise right now.
Yeah.
Like everything revolves around him and his character. It's just.
So I learned that in the casting room of Guardians of the Galaxy, when what's his name? The main character. Star-Lord's name.
The actual actor.
The actor.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. So when Chris Pratt walked in there, apparently James Gunn saw him and, like, to his face, said, "No, I don't want the fat guy from Parks and Rec to be Star-Lord. I can't see it."
That's funny.
So that turned out better than expected.
Yeah. Well, I was just watching.
Like, I was like, "Whoa, man!"
I just watched the 5-year engagement recently,
Mm-hmm.
and like the scene where they're just like, "Fuck yeah, we're married," and he puts his hands up and his gut just hangs out, and I'm just like, he's Star-Lord now, and he seems like a completely different person.
Yeah, Chris Pratt is awesome.
And like they even go to say like, he's kind of disgusting.
My
They say that in the movie.
My favorite thing about Chris Pratt is in an interview when he said that he doesn't like being so muscly because it's too much work and he just kind of wants to be a little fat.
I bet.
He's like, I miss being fat.
I
It
bet
was
they keep
nicer.
him on
It's
a-
less work.
They
They keep him on a hard workout and diet.
Yeah.
And he's
Just gotta stop.
like, it's too much. I'm tired of being like so muscular.
I don't want to be sexy anymore.
He said he doesn't want to be fat, but he doesn't want to be so muscular. And I believe his exact words were, I want to be a little fat. And I'm like, Chris Pratt, you're my hero.
Shouldn't have become a superhero.
I want to be a little fat.
Oh, man. Well, also, Andy Serkis, man, he's in everything now.
Well, the thing is that
He's in
after Lord of the
everything.
Rings, he started
Directing.
a mocap studio that is now the mocap studio.
Yeah,
So everyone calls him for mocap now.
that's true.
And then he's also an actor.
He's an actor.
And does his acting, and he's the main mocap actor at his studio still. So
he's assistant director
he's
on the
busy
Hobbit films
right now. He's busy.
Yeah, he's super busy.
Yeah, they called him on the Hobbit films. They called him to be a mocap director.
Yeah,
and just like do Gollum, and they were planning on having him out there for a couple days.
yeah, and they just
And then by the end they're like, dude, we're so busy. Can you be our secondary director for the entire trilogy? And he was like, okay.
Well, he's such good friends with
Peter Jackson.
So
when I was watching Lord of the Rings last night, and they were doing the concerning Hobbit scene, all I could think was, I want to give Peter Jackson a hug so badly, and just thank him
everything good
for these movies. Like, Lord of the Rings they're more than movies to me. Like, Star Wars are my favorite movies and stuff, but Lord of the Rings might actually be my favorite movies. Yeah. And I don't know, it's so wonderful.
Yeah, upcoming movies for
Andy.
For Andy is Avengers: The Age of Ultron, Star Wars. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's playing one of the main trilogy.
Yeah,
they're thinking. Jungle Book. You think he's
new Jungle Book?
He's playing Baloo.
Yeah.
That's what?
He's the voice of
No,
Baloo.
he can't be Baloo.
I believe it. I'm ready for it. He's gonna be in the next Tintin film.
Likes to eat the prickly pears, precious.
And then
wait, there's gonna be another Tintin.
Yep.
Oh God, I love Tintin.
And apparently something called The Magnificent Lion Boy that may have already come out.
Tintin fits into that genre of thing that I love so very much.
He was in the first Tintin movie, so
that is like Indiana Jones, Uncharted, Lara Croft, Tintin, and like it's pulp fiction adventure throughout the world, solving mysteries, kind of. The Mummy fits in there really well.
It's got a really good
but it's such a small genre, and I love it so much.
Where was that? Where was that just at? It looked like there was a really great cast.
Also, anyone who hasn't seen it, look up Andy Serkis MTV Movie Awards.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That is fantastic.
Or just Gollum MTV Awards.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
It was super great. Why is this on here?
Gollum gets angry that Andy Serkis got an award and Gollum didn't.
There's
That was the first episode 7 picture released.
Okay.
That's why that's there.
'Cause
it's Darth Vader taking a selfie.
Yeah, at the battle at the very first scene.
It's really awful.
I bet it's J.J. Abrams inside the suit too.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But
JJ.
Oh, I'm so excited for
Mr.
Star
Abrams.
Wars. So excited for Star Wars.
So did you see the confirmation of what's his name? The actor that played Wicket, the Ewok?
No.
They just released an official confirmation that he's in the next movie.
I don't remember his name.
But
so
it's basically like 3 years ago. He was in an interview with one of the people making the movie, and he goes, "Hey, has my name popped up at all for the next movie? Being in the next movie?" And the lady just goes, "Oh yeah, pretty much daily." And so he goes and he sits by his phone, waiting for a call, and then like he falls asleep, and it's like 3 years later, he's still sitting by the phone, and he has like a big beard now, and like he gets a phone call, and he's like, "Oh, JJ. Oh, you want to put me in episode 7? Let me see." And he puts it on silent and just goes, "Yes! Yes!" And then takes off silent and goes, "Yeah, that sounds good. I'm free."
Not free. I'm not
and I was just like, is this the confirmation of the return of Wicket?
God.
I hope he plays an Ewok.
So
I don't think he will, but I kind of want
on
like, an Ewok in this
IMDb
movie.
under the cast. Other than like the returning cast,
Hello, dog.
the only characters that are like it tells you who they're playing is this Maisie girl, Maisie Richardson. It says she's playing Sella.
Sella.
And then this one random guy, Dixie
Soldier.
Arnold, he's playing a soldier. That's the only people we know who they're playing, and that's weird because like who the hell? What does that mean?
This dog is such a dog.
Such a dog.
Oh, see what name it lists for Leia.
For Leia. I think it's still Leia Organa. No, it's just Leia.
Leia. Okay,
So
because
they're
the year
keeping
it
that
came
hidden.
up, when they first put up the news, it listed her as Leia Solo.
Did it?
Yeah, and then they took it down because IMDb doesn't have any special confirmation or anything. Warwick Davies, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Wicket.
Oh, he was the leprechaun too.
Yeah, and he's what's it? The little wizard.
Oh, he was also in Harry Potter as the Goblin.
The Goblin. Yeah, what's the little wizard that George Lucas movie? Willow. He was Willow from the movie Willow.
Oh, apparently he was in the suit of
That was voiced by Snape.
yeah, in
That's weird.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Weird.
Apparently that was him in the suit.
Yeah, he's pretty hilarious. I really like him.
No, I'm so excited for this movie. Star Wars is just, even if it's crap. But the funny thing is, Daisy Ridley is, according to the fans, she's the new main character, and
She is the main character.
Everyone's totally behind her. Everybody loves her.
And yeah,
She's got a huge fan following now.
what's cool is that I really, really appreciate that all these actors are like unknowns.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
First up, because like seeing a famous actor in these roles, whenever I see a movie with a famous actor where I know their name, I never learn the character's name.
It's true. It's really hard. Like Harrison Ford, it's really hard to look at him now.
When I watch a movie with Harrison Ford in it, I'm like, oh look, Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Now when I see that, it'll probably be Han Solo because it's Han Solo.
It's going to be really
But
tough.
he's so different from Han Solo now that maybe he'll just be, oh yeah, you know.
He's going to be grumpy old
Oh, look at
Han
Harrison
Solo.
Ford.
He's going to be grumpy old Han Solo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how. Yeah, it's gonna be silly. Did you see the picture of Luke and Leia at some award show recently?
I didn't see the picture of them. I don't think
they're just at some awards show, and he's got his beard, and she looks like she's actually gotten fit. Like
they've put her on some pretty hard regimens and stuff. So they put all of them in like workouts and diets and stuff.
Yeah, Mark Hamill
has to grow a beard and have hair like that. What's great is if you look at his beard and hair, it looks a lot like Ian McKellen's beard and hair.
Yeah.
As Obi-Wan. They're making him into Obi-Wan. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. I like Obi-Wan.
It would make sense. Obi-Wan was his master.
He's like, oh, this is what Jedi are supposed to look like. Also, my favorite thing is that all of their haircuts look like they're from the 70s.
Which is
fantastic.
Perfect.
It's like, why?
As they should.
Why? If you notice with science fiction, the haircuts particularly almost always look like the haircuts of the era that the movie was made in, regardless of what year it's supposed to be in. Like, currently, in a lot of shows and movies and stuff, anything that takes place in, like, a weird world or the science fiction future, everyone has the shaved sides of their head.
Yep.
And, like, that...
It's a popular thing now.
It's currently very popular. And so I'm like, why do you think it's going to be popular in the future? Like, it's going to be... They're kind of come up with something else.
Yeah.
And I mean, sure, like, I guess that haircut has kind of come and gone in waves throughout history. Like, it first kind of got popular in, like, World War I, World War II.
With men.
And then now... Oh, yeah. With men is what I'm talking about. With women is now it's where it's starting to show up.
And I'm saying that in sci-fi.
And they're showing that in like sci-fi, like in Hunger Games. They're showing characters that look like that. And I'm like, why do you think that characters in that world would look like people in the modern world currently?
Mm-hmm. Like, that was something. That the girl in the Hunger Games who takes her clothes off in the last one. She is rumored to be playing female Robin.
Yeah, she's going to be
Batman versus Superman
she's going to be Carrie Kelly.
Yeah, Carrie Kelly.
Which has a lot of people upset for some strange reason.
I think it's going to be really good.
Carrie Kelly is awesome.
I think she'll do a really good Carrie Kelly.
It's kind of cool that they're doing Carrie Kelly.
As the first movie Robin in a long time.
Yeah, and it's just more pushing that this is so heavily based on The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
I really am excited to see her costume because her costume in the comic is terrible. Like, it's really, really bad. And so I wonder what they're going to do especially, like, she has, like, little elf shoes and she just wears, like, underwear and a shirt.
You have to... I mean, it's a pretty stylized version of...
And so I'm really wondering what kind of... what her costume's going to look like, because I'm sure it'll be cool. So I'm excited. And I wonder if they're going to give her the green sunglasses of some kind. Like, I really hope they do.
I bet they would.
And what her haircut's going to be, because, like, she has, like, a pompadour in the comics.
I bet they'd give her one. I bet
I don't know what they're going to do. But, yeah. I
saw a couple of pictures of her, like with red hair and stuff like that.
I also saw some things where they were playing with the filters on the Wonder Woman picture that was released. That everyone was complaining, oh, everything's brown, and like if they removed this certain kind of filter, it suddenly became much more blue and red. Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, hey, maybe it actually is very blue and red. I mean, she's standing in a volcano. Everything's going to look red in a volcano.
Yeah.
And so, like, they might have her costume be, like, a very burgundy red, and then have, instead of gold metal, have more of a brass, and then have more of a blue leather faded kind of look. So it's more realistic.
Yeah.
Which I like, personally.
I do too, yeah.
But,
I'm on board for that.
But I mean, everyone was complaining about Superman's costume, that, oh, it's too dark blue.
Yeah, I think that's
it's so
stupid
angsty.
too.
And I'm like, whatever.
I've noticed all the costumes seem very simple. And I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
they're
not
very
overly
simple.
complex. They're not
Except for in the details, they're complex, and that's what's
yeah,
cool.
in the
Like
details.
Superman's costume, it's very like straightforward, but then if you get the close up and you see the texture of it,
that
super
cape,
cool.
best CGI cape
Oh
ever.
god, that cape looks so good in that movie.
Best CGI cape ever.
I know no one likes that movie besides me, but I love that movie.
Best CGI cape ever. But yeah, I mean, if you think about how simple the costumes are, like I'm thinking
They're going very like New 52,
Mm-hmm.
keeping it simple and
Yeah,
also
I like it.
adding more detail.
Yeah, no, I think it's good.
So yeah, we're excited for things.
Yeah, there's so much to.
Have we done anything this week of note? I don't think I have.
I don't think I have. I mean, I've just been playing more Smash like always. Fantasy Life comes out pretty soon.
Oh wow, we've been going at this for a while.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, never mind. I was looking at the megabytes again.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on right now, but there's a lot coming. I mean, was it this week or is it next week that just shit tons of video games come out? Is it next week? I feel like it's next week.
Neither. Oh yeah. Well, no, it was like I think it was this week. Bayonetta came out and everyone was excited. Korra came out and got some of the worst reviews we've seen in years.
As
the video game. It's made by the people who made Bayonetta, so everyone was super excited.
Well, they were focused on
and
Bayonetta.
It's not good apparently.
I wouldn't have expected it to be good, so
that's disappointing. Like, I don't know.
Shows like that aren't meant
Nothing
to be
that
games.
great's coming out.
I thought, like,
Quite yet.
when do all the big games come out?
November, mid-November.
November, that's what it is. Yeah. Lots of shit's coming out.
Hopefully going to an MC Chris show this weekend.
Saturday.
In Portland. Anyone who
in the
hears
Portland
this,
area,
which is no one, the show will probably already have happened by the time this goes up.
Probably.
But that should be fun. I don't know who's going with me.
No. Find out on Saturday. We'll find out on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
See where it goes, but all right, guys.
That's costume, so we're dressing up. Hopefully, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm probably gonna wear my Jedi stuff.
I might wear my Green Arrow costume to that, because it's better than my pirate costume for that situation, I guess. But I don't know. No, because the Green Arrow requires a bow, and I don't want to bring a bow into Hawthorne Theater. They'd be all like, "Oh, that's dangerous."
Not if you don't have any bolts. What are you gonna do? Hit
Arrows
somebody with it?
And it would be a pain in the butt. Although my pirate costume has a gun with it, and they'd be like, "Oh, you can't bring that." Nothing's fun these days.
Oh no, it's wood, right?
It's wood and plastic.
That's right.
It's both. I thought it was metal when I first was gonna buy it, but then I found out it was plastic, and I was like, "Of course it is."
I'm not buying this now.
But yeah, lots of good stuff is coming up.
Yeah.
Getting my first paycheck at the new job tomorrow. Woo-hoo! Gonna buy a bunch of stuff on Amazon. First, gotta fix my car.
The life of a life.
Yeah.
The life of life. Game of life.
But yeah, so I'm excited.
Good deal.
Hopefully, we'll have another episode soon with more people on it, rather than just me and you talking about one trailer the whole time that no one was watching. But
everybody's seen it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Nerd Corner, and we will see you soon. Please like and subscribe, and it's dangerous to go alone, so take us with you and follow those links down below.
To go alone, follow the links.
Yeah.
Every time I see a Zelda picture and it says open, and I right click and it says open link in new tab, I laugh. Every single time.
I know, I don't know why you still find that funny.
I find that funny every time. If I click on a picture of Link and it says open link in new tab.
I just don't get it.
That is the funniest joke to ever randomly happen.
All right, guys. Thanks, and we're out.